What is good, YouTube? We're gonna go ahead and get straight into the video right now. This is a drop fade with the one guard closed. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into combing the hair out. Make sure you lift the hair from the scalp, and then we're going with the one guard closed, even all around. Now with the crown area, I opened up the guard a little bit, the lever. We're just taking all the way down to the one guard. Going with the grain on his waves and being consistent with each stroke. Right there, open up that lever in our crown area. Next, I dust them off, get all the hair off of them. Then I brush the hair in place, laying it down, getting it ready for this blend, for this fade. Next, I went in with my trimmers to set in my ball line. Make sure you drop out the back too, man. It's very important for the drop fade. To get that drop fade effect, you want to drop down on the back. And immediately, I took the hair off from underneath with my trimmers. Not digging in, I'm just letting the trimmers do the work, do its job. Not trying to irritate the skin or nothing. And we locked in, man. It's my favorite haircuts for sure. I love drop fades. And yeah, man, we're going crazy right now. Go in with our shavers. Make sure you ball that out. I'm not taking it all the way up to the line because it does leave a hard guideline to take out. So next we're going in with the lever open, going up about ½ an inch, and then make sure with each stroke you're brushing that hair back in place. When it comes to curly hair, you want to always brush it back in place because it tends to move when you moving it with your clippers and taking out that hair. So we're just gonna do lever open all the way around the head. Make sure you're keeping that drop fade effect as well. Next, we're going with the one guard open, going up another ½ inch. And then as we're going up in this fade, we're making sure we flick out. And that flick out motion, and make sure we're blending with the top of the hair at the top of the fade on the sides, right by the occipital bone in the back. Make sure you're brushing with each stroke, staying consistent with it as well. Then we're gonna go into blending. I went in with my lever closed. We're going to about halfway on that guideline, and then the more we go up, the more we open up that lever. Lever play is very important when it comes to fading. When it comes to my fade techniques, I like to fade up. So the more I go up on my fade, the more I open up that lever, slowly but surely. Make sure you're using our corner of the clipper as well. Very important is you use your corner so you're not taking out too much hair in the fade and it blends all together right. Another key tip is to always listen to your clippers as well if they're actually cutting hair. If you don't hear that little crunch with your clippers, you're not actually cutting anything. So you always want to pay attention to sound. Make sure the music ain't too loud in the back or none of that. That's a key tip right there. Make sure you're always flicking out. Next, we went in with our 0 guard closed, and we're just going to take out that next guideline right there. The more we go up, the more we opening up that lever. Key steps right there. Open that lever up the more you go up. Brushing the hair back in place. And this blend is coming along good, man. Just off these 2 guards alone, it's coming off real nice. Nice and smooth transition. Still got a little more work at the top, so with that bulk at the top, I'm about to put in on one guard. With the one guard closed, I'm about to just flick out, open up that lever a little bit more each time we go up. That's just to clear out all that excess bulk and all those dark spots. You want to leave none of those weight lines on there. Opening up the lever fully now. We're just flicking out at the top of the head. Blending in with that one guard open, one guard closed, I mean. So next we're gonna go into the back by the occipital bone with the lever closed, just flicking out with each motion, opening up that lever. Same steps to the side. The back tends to be harder to blend, so we're gonna take our time with the back right here. takes a little bit minute to take this ball line out. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What you think is the hardest to take out, the ball line or the one guard open line. I think for me it's the ball line. Just takes longer to really blend it all together and everything. But we're concentrated, we're focused, we're getting the task done, man. That's all it's about. Staying focused. Whatever problem you run through, always come up with a solution. Stay calm. Not every haircut will be perfect or come out perfect. You gotta make sure you pay attention to the details. Definitely. Now I'm going in with the lever open a little bit more. We're just flicking out. Using that corner flick out motion. Seeing a little bit more dark spots over there, so I had to go at it a little bit more. Now next we're going with our 0 guard close. And it's coming along good, man. It's coming along real nice and good. Nice and blurry. You gotta take out those dark spots at the top. Open up that lever a little more and re-attack that side. So the way I usually do it, I go from one side to the next, go back to that side, come back to the next side, and then from there I go back to the other side again with my lever opening up a little bit. So it'll be like left to right, left to right. Open up the lever, left to right, left to right. Open up the lever, left to right. Till I see a pattern with the fade, and I see it flowing fluently together. Having a nice fluent transition of hair at each level of each guard. So next I got my 1 guard closed, and we're going ahead and attack those dark spots. Getting this fade nice and transitioned. You should always keep that brush, especially for curly hair. That always tends to move. That is very key. First started cutting, I never really used the brush, so my fades didn't come out as good. So definitely always use that brush, man. It's key. Now I got my 2 guard, and I'm just debulking the top of the hair, just making the weight on it a little lighter, so this fade could be nice and fluent in the back. So next, we're about to put alcohol around his forehead by his lineup. Now the alcohol cleans up all those oils and it makes the lineup come a lot more crisp. Next, we're about to spray some spritz on his lineup. I use 2 different spritz bottles or holding spray bottles. About to hit it with the next one. Make sure you cover his eyes so it won't get in his eyes. Then we're gonna hit it with the blow dryer for about a minute. Drying it up with the cold air. Make sure you brush the front of the lineup as well to get this lineup prepared to get executed. Prepare for this crispiness. Next, I'm going in with my silver FX2s. And always start from the middle when it comes to your lineup. Use your common denominators. What you do to one side, you do to the next. So I went to the right, now I'm going to the left side. Make sure I'm keeping it as straight as possible, not trying to push him back too far. But at the same time, keeping his lineup crisp. Every lineup is a natural pushback. It's just a matter of how much the barber's pushing back. You don't want to always push back too far. You want to keep it as natural as you can, but as crisp as you can too. That is key. Next, we're going in with our verticals. Make sure we're setting in this 90-degree angle, and we're getting that corner nice and tight. Make sure that the corner is nice and sharp. Those corners be real tough for the lineup, so you gotta take your time with it and just trust the process. Next, I'm going in with my C cup, and I'm keeping the C cup nice and natural. I'm not trying to push back too far or nothing. Just keeping it nice and natural, especially with this fade being a little higher than usual. It's harder and harder to get the C cup to go in fluent, so We just go in with it and keep it as natural as possible. Next, I'm going in with my no drip and my airless brush spray. I'm about to go ahead and spray the no drip on his line. So I don't spray it right at his skin, I spray it right by where the hairline starts at. And the color I'm using is the dark brown color. I don't like to use the black is a little too dark. And this doesn't look as natural, so I use the dark brown instead. Next, I'm hitting this vertical line. Then I hit it with the C cup. Next, I'm going in with my Barber pencil. And then with this Barber pencil, we're just etching out that line. What this does is makes a good contour line for the skin and the lineup. Just makes the lineup way more crisp. It just adds an extra effect to the overall cut, I think. Next, I'm going in with my trimmers to blend that into the skin and the lineup as well. When you do this, do not actually push the lineup though. Just blend out the coloring of the pencil. Next, I'm going in with my razors. And the razors I use is the Crispy Lines Turkish razor. It's a pretty good razor. Just started using it a couple weeks ago. And it's been doing me justice, man. It's a real light razor with my hand for those folks who's heavy-handed and you have no problems with it, man. I love it. Going to the C cup now. Get that C cup nice and right. Now, after the cut, I put some oil in his hair just to lay his hair down. Get it nice and oiled and looking right, man. Get my boy back right, bouncing back, man. That's what it's all about. We're gonna rub that in there real quick. Then we're gonna brush it in there, man. Make sure you always brush those products in. Get your boy back right, man. Yes, sir. Boom, and just like that, that is a drop fade tutorial. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and more content is coming. Trying to drop at least 2 videos a week, man. Appreciate all the love I've been getting.